She took me to her bedroom and she just, I didn't have to say, I'm gonna get emotional.
Hey guys, quick no intro. So this is how you join our family here, and this is how you do it. If you want to do it, check it out. Also, we're on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for the support. Peace.
In that moment in Sujood, I found peace. I found peace and prostration. And I was like, what is this? What is this? Who is God? Assalamu alaikum. This is my most anticipated video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Sheikha, and today I'm going to let you guys in on my revert story on why I chose Islam. The reason why I'm doing this now, I don't know, I didn't really feel ready to do this on YouTube yet. I don't know why, but I did an interview with the page Muslim. They reached out to me to promote my book, Darkness to Light. The link is in the description if you want to get one. Basically, they interviewed me about the book and had me share the reason why I chose Islam. The interviewer, her name is Hafsa, she did an amazing job. She took notes and wrote a whole article, paragraph by paragraph, and hit every nail right on the head about my story. It even made me realize some stuff, and I was like, whoa, okay, yeah, that's how it went down, and I haven't really thought about that in depth, I guess, in that way. Nothing made sense. I was searching for answers, but nothing kind of came to me. I didn't know any Muslims, man. I didn't know any Muslims. There were no Muslims in my circle. I didn't have any Muslim friends, or I didn't even know where to find Muslims. So it, like, Islam or Muslims was like the furthest thing from my mind. For a period there, you know, I was agnostic, and then I was like, no, I'm atheist, and I was like, no, I'm agnostic again. Maybe there is a God, but maybe not. I thought I was so smart, and it's just, I was so foolish and naive and ignorant. I'm proud of myself that I can say that. And you think you know everything at that age. You're like 17, 18, you think you know everything. I married this guy. I've talked about that in another video if you want to know about my, you know, me being a divorcee and stuff. But I married that guy, and he was half Moroccan and half Norwegian. I guess he was Muslim too. Muslim, a secular Muslim. I knew, like, from the beginning that we weren't right for each other, but we still went ahead, you know, all those years, freaking since 18 to 25. I had to go through that, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't be, you know, I wouldn't know myself the way that I do. And I wouldn't know how to be, because I'm not putting all the blame on the guy. Obviously, I was completely, you know, I didn't know anything about being a wife. I didn't know anything about anything, bro. It was just two kids, stupid as hell, just doing what we think is right and following our desires. Basically, I finally came to a place where I thought we were good, you know, and I thought I was good mentally. Finally, after years of being, you know, super depressed, everything, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, I was happy. I thought I had everything. I felt like I had everything, like materialistically, beautiful beach house, you know, car, a man that I was in love with and that I had fought for so many years, and finally we were in a good place. And my music career that I had fought for so many years, and finally I had my own band. I was getting paid to travel and sing. I stayed in hotels for free. I was on big stages, you know. I don't want to drop any names, but like I was on stage with like a big celebrity that like everyone watching this will know who that is, you know what I mean? And to me that meant that I made it. But then shortly after, an incident happened, literally the next day of like this huge festival, where my world came crashing down. And I'm not going to mention this incident, and I don't think that I ever will. The people who were there in that point of time in my life know what I'm talking about. And the aftermath of what that did, the aftermath was me trying to take my own life, but surviving my own attack. And everything was taken from me in that moment, in a quick moment. And so I called my mom and I said, Mom, I'm dying. Like, you have to help me. I need you to save my life. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know if I can be saved, but can you please come to me? And she said no. For the first time, she would always run to me. For 8 years, I've been in a problematic life. Almost 10 years living in Oslo, in another city from her. And it was problematic. I was always depressed. I was always, everything. And I was like, Mom, because before that, you have to understand, yes, I had PTSD from my childhood and a lot of issues, but I was a vibrant young lady still. But then my spirit got broken in that relationship. And everybody knows that. It was clear. Everyone who knew me, like every time I would meet my childhood friends again, they'd be like, we don't even recognize. I didn't even look like myself, you know what I mean? It was bad. And my mom said, no, I'm not going to come to you. You hop on the train right now. The next train, I don't know when it leaves. Don't bring anything. Just go to this train station and come to my house. I got something for you. And I was like, okay. And at this point, I'm like a zombie. I'm numb, And I got to my mom's house. And right at the door, she tells me to go to the bathroom. She was just like, go to the bathroom, clean yourself up. I didn't know at the time. Now I know this is something called ghusl, which is like ablution, but after you have your period or after intercourse or something, it's a purification, or like converts also do it when you accept Islam. You go, you take a bath, and like you cleanse yourself, and there's like a ritual. So she told me to do that. And when I got out of the bathroom, she took me to her bedroom. And I didn't have to say, I'm going to get emotional. I didn't even have to say anything to her. She just took me to her room. And she prayed over me. And she would always say prayers for me. And now I know what that was. That she was reciting something called ruqyah, which basically, if you're affected by evil, it's like a Quranic remedy. It's a remedy from the Quran. It's different verses of the Quran that are spiritual remedies. And she did that. And then she put down a mat for me and a gown, like something like this actually, in white, that she got when her sister was visiting from Kurdistan. And she said, stand on the mat, do this with your hands, and repeat the words that I'm saying. And that was a Islamic prayer, Salam. And so I did. I said everything she was saying. I didn't understand what I was saying. I don't speak Arabic at all. And then that first moment when I was in prostration, in Sujood, Sajda, my forehead and nose, my palms and my toes and my knees are on the ground, and I'm at my lowest physical point and spiritual at this point. and I said, Subhana Rabbi al-A'la. I didn't know what that means. Basically, you're praising the Lord. The greatest Lord, the only Lord, the great Lord, you know what I mean? And in that exact moment, I remember that very, very moment where my life, my pain, everything from my past was, attached to me. And then like a scissor cut between me and the pain. And that thread was gone for me from my shoulders that I've carried around my whole life. Was gone for me. No matter if I self-medicated, smoked, drank, whatever I did, never went away. No matter how much sad music I listened to, which reinforced, that was a weapon. It was a weapon for me, music. Reinforced my sadness or angry feelings or whatever. But in that moment in Sujood, I found peace. I found peace and prostration. And I was like, what is this? What is this? Who is God? Allah? Who is Allah? Who is Muhammad? Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Because in the prayer, I said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. And I was like, who is he? Who is he? Is he this angry Arab bad guy that people have told me that he is my entire life? Or was he the best human that ever walked the face of the earth? From that moment on, I started to research Islam. I already accepted Islam in my heart. Like, I was Muslim at that point. I'm going to start being a practicing Muslim from this moment on. And from that moment, I just dove in head first. It was hard for everyone around me, but the only thing that kept everyone from crapping on me for it was that they saw that I finally found peace and purpose, and that everything fell into place in my head, because all of the stuff that I've gone through now became tools for me. They became something for me to thrive on and experience and wisdom. And so it began, and it's been 2 years now. And even the whole process of getting married and everything, every step I took closer to Allah was easier and easier. And my life since then has been not without trial. That's not what I'm saying. Trial has been there, but my mindset and how I deal with it is completely different. My mindset as a Muslim is, Alhamdulillah, thank you, Allah, for allowing me to go through this, because I know that you have something better planned for me. Whatever I want doesn't matter, because I trust and I know that there's something better coming my way, be it tomorrow, be it in 5 or 10 years, or in the hereafter. So I'm content and I'm happy with whatever it is that comes my way. I deal with it with Allah and Islam in the center of everything. So without further ado, Sheikha Gulani is an author and a social media influencer, and here is her Revert story. Her childhood. Sheikha grew up in Norway, in a small town where all of her friends were Norwegian. She was raised to not stand out and to fit into society. They weren't religious or traditional at all. Islam was something so foreign to her, she spent her early life celebrating Easter and Christmas. Her grandparents were Muslims, but she was never taught about the faith or how to pray. But as a child, Sheikha believed that there was a God. When she was 10 years old, she once told her aunt that she spoke to God every day. Family influences. Sheikha's mother went through many trials, including some difficult tests with her health. This had a huge impact on how Sheikha viewed God, and she described that she felt quite angry, and this led her to detach from her relationship with faith. Her dad was a musician and her mom was a singer. So naturally, Sheikha began to dabble in the music industry and also went to university to study acting. Searching for happiness. While at university, Sheikha still found herself searching and not content. She had so much but did not feel the happiness that she was looking so hard for. She described that even as her music career started to take off, she still felt a profound sadness. Sheikha was married before she reverted, and this relationship was only adding to her sadness during this period of her life. The marriage was extremely unjust and it affected her heavily. The culmination of all the difficult aspects of her life led her to contemplating suicide, and she even attempted to take her own life. More than once. Finding faith. At this point, her mother felt that the only solution was to turn to God. Sheikha described that she felt so desperate and numb as her mom instructed her to do ghusl and guided her in how to pray Salah for the first time. Sheikha recalls that she did not know what she was saying as she recited Surah Fatiha and Surah Ikhlas. But as she put her head into sujood, all her pain from her past was detached from her. She described the feeling like a connection between the past and the current self has been cut and she had been somewhat reborn. Dedicating herself to Islam. That feeling pushed Sheikha to transform her life and fully commit to Islam. She dived into learning about the religion and sharing her journey and understanding of the faith with her followers. Sheikha is now in a happy marriage and she does not hide her faith from the world. She embraces Islam. She embraces the path of Islam and proudly platforms it on her social media. She uses her TikTok and Instagram following of over 80,000 to reach people about the faith, showcase forgotten sunnahs, and encourage people to realize the beauty in submitting to Allah. Sheikha has now transformed her story into an amazing book of poetry called Darkness to Light. In regards to my book, Darkness to Light, I started to write after I became Muslim. I immediately stopped writing music, making music, and cut all my ties with that world. And I had all this creativity and I didn't know what to do with it because I've always been like, I have to stay creative, I have to do something. So writing music is kind of, it's poetic, and so I started to write poems, Islamic poems, about what I was currently going through. From my very, very first encounter with something in the deen, from my very first moment as a Muslim, throughout a whole year I wrote poems. And I just wrote them down, and sometimes I would caption my pictures on Instagram with them or something like that, but I kept them to myself, and then I was like, I should publish it. So I put it all together, my whole journey, into poetry, Islamic poetry, in that book. And that is literally, I can read the back for you guys. Salam. I am Sheikha, and these poems are like a window to my heart. I wrote them when I was a new Muslim, coming from a life of distress, being born again and into a life of guidance and light. I pray that you will find some hope in these words and see that your life is like an ocean with waves of happiness and trials. None of them are everlasting, and everything has its season. I'm thankful that I now know the truth, and the truth is what my Lord has promised me. Verily, with every hardship comes ease. From the Quran, chapter 94, verse 5. So if you want to purchase this book, the link is in the description box, and it's for sale on Amazon, both in paperback and on ebook. If you purchase the book, please let me know. Send me an email to sheikhaofficialmanagement@gmail.com, which is also down in the description. If you send me a picture of your confirmation order, I will send you a free original PDF of the book and an audiobook of this that I recorded for you. So if you want to listen to my voice and read this at the same time, please send me an email to get the free audiobook. That was my story. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think. If you want to get to know me more, you can follow me on my Instagram @SheikhaOfficial. I also do TikToks sometimes. And yeah, I hope that you guys really enjoyed this. Thank you for watching this video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So remember to check out our description box for the links of our Patreon and how to join our family. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate you. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that was all we had for now. Let us know what more content you guys want down in the comment section, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to our channel if you already haven't. Love you guys so much. Thank you for your support. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.